everybody. It's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. You all, last night's episode of Big Brother was finally an edit that matches the live feeds better than most. I had to talk about it. Like, it finally got entertaining. I hated to see what happened to Taylor in the bathroom, but I'm finally happy that people at home got to see it so that we're all watching the same show. So that as I'm talking to my friends about the show, we're all watching the same show now. So that's what I'm happy that happened about last night. And I couldn't wait, until tomorrow to talk about it after the eviction. I want to talk about it now. I had to talk about the show today. Y'all know the eviction. I think it come on an hour later on Thursday. So we probably got 2 hours until the eviction episode comes up. So we have time to chat. I'm not going to keep y'all here a whole 2 hours because I've already ordered my pizza. I ordered me a couple of honey barbecue wings. I got me some Stella Rosa chilled in the refrigerator. I'm going to have a good time watching the eviction episode tonight. Hey, Davion. They gave us a cliffhanger, y'all, and y'all know how I feel about a cliffhanger. And I tweeted CBS too, like, bitch, we was watching it Thursday night anyway. Why we have to get a cliffhanger? We was going to watch the good old Amira Get Your Bags episode tonight anyway. Why couldn't we see the veto ceremony as well? Hey, Miguel. Is it Dr. Ivy Girl or is it Dr. Ivy Girl? I want to say your name right. Can I just call you Ivy? I got a really good friend in ATL. Her name is Ivy. But hey, girl, I can't wait either. I cannot wait either. We're going to get so much life payback karma tonight. I can't wait. Like, I wanted to see a mirror breakdown last night, but we gonna get it all. They just gonna make it all one juicy episode. Okay, doctor. Okay, I'm gonna put the respect there. Dr. Ivy. Hey girl, how you doing? Yes, you work hard for that doctor. You got to put the respect there. Okay, I don't know why they put cliffhangers either. Most people who watch the live feeds or keep up with the live feeds, yes, we already knew Amira and Terrence were going on the block. They might as well have shown it. I've heard some people say, because I don't watch all the live feeds, I really just get my updates from YouTube and Twitter. I heard that so much went on in the house, which they did not show it all. They did not show it all. But so much went on in the house that maybe they couldn't fit it, because we had to see the creation of the leftovers for it all to make sense of why it's not Taylor and it's Amira. We had to see the leftovers be created. Where do we want to start? Because the episode kind of started kind of slow, and I was like, okay, when are we going to pick this up? Because the episode started where they showed us, everybody's saying, you put Taylor on the block, ain't nobody gonna be mad. Taylor go home. Go ahead and put Taylor on the block. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Now, because we done already spoiled ourselves from the weekend. We knew how it was gonna turn. But, we start off the episode. Here we go. Taylor on the block again, whatever. Ain't nobody talking to Taylor. Okay, we knew that was gonna happen. Hey, Zuda. Did I say hey to Koki? Hey, Koki. And so I think the master plan was put Michael and Brittany up. If Michael wins the veto, great. We'll backdoor Taylor. If not, Brittany can take her ass home. That was the master plan, and that's what Turner was cool with. Then we see the first alliance come together, which is the Pound. The Pound is Kyle, Joseph, Monty, and Turner. They feel like they're on the outside of the house. I just want to say this because it's confusing to me. You all could have kept Pooch if you wanted to keep him. I believe you had the numbers to do so, or at least force a tie. Like, you all flipped your votes just because the girls told you to. Or I guess y'all were listening to y'all Pose Pack Alliance. But Pooch didn't have to go home if you didn't want him to. You all flipped the vote on your own friend. You agreed to it. And this is what I need Big Brother to get back to. We don't have to vote everybody out unanimously. We don't have to do that. Some of y'all can say, oh, my vote count. Why on me? I get some numbers together. But y'all feel out on the outside of the house, whatever. However y'all want to rock it. I'm gonna let them believe they on the outside of the house. Okay, they on the outside of the house. The pound come together. Amira is the head of the girls snake because Alyssa dumbass done already told about the alliance. I did say Alyssa, right? Yeah, Alyssa, her dumbass done already told Kyle all about the alliance. And she on the TV, she on the feeds now looking a fool, kissing him on the arm, rubbing his stomach, and he pushing back like, bitch, don't touch me. Girl, can't you tell when a man not interested in you? See, Miguel, I don't even know who the Oasis is. They could have kept the Oasis. That's basically the same Bro Alliance minus Pooch. I guess maybe they felt the need to change the name to the Pounds. And I did think it was cute, though. I don't like Pooch. I did think the name was cute. The dog pound and Pooch is gone. Whatever. They the Pound. The core four, and they said, we're going to pull in Michael Brittany and Taylor, because they was like, the girls hate Taylor. I'm like, y'all been knew the girls hated Taylor since day one. This ain't no breaking news. If we bring Taylor in and talk game to her, she's gonna be loyal to us. I kind of don't like that. I like that they want to play with Taylor, but I feel like it's not genuine. Because all of you all are not victim, but have contributed to the bullying, even if it's just not stepping in. Hey, M. Hey, Vontae. So it's really fuck everybody in the house but Taylor. But I'm going to let y'all live for a little bit because y'all, the leftovers, are seeing the error of your ways and trying to include her, which I appreciate. But it kind of felt like a pity inclusion, like, we've ostracized her so bad. If we be nice to her now, she'll be loyal to us. I mean, we saw that shit last week. They were nice to her last week, and then you see what happened this week. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all live. I'm gonna see how y'all play this. Taylor, you still got a lot of work to do. Don't trust them. Don't trust nobody. You are playing by yourself. And I need you to know, Taylor girl, when all is said and done, you're at the bottom of the leftovers. You got to play this like every week is fighting for your life. But let's move on. So here comes Amira in the HOH room. And she's already the target now. I'm thinking about throwing this. Go ahead and let me play the veto. I'm going to throw it so we could backdoor Taylor. You put Taylor on the block. It ain't nothing. It ain't going to be nothing. And so, Turner like, cool. I'll let you play in the veto because, bitch, and you could throw it because you going on the block anyway. So I like that. I like how Turner has not done anything for me to dislike him outside of the rumors out there about him. And I don't like the fact that he does not wash or bathe. But outside of that, I'm starting to like Turner. I can't wait for him to go off on this eviction nomination speech. I've been waiting all weekend. We've been waiting since the weekend for this. But anyway, so Amira, you're just giving us things to laugh at your ass about. I heard today on Twitter, Amira isn't even packing her bags. That's how good this episode is getting ready to be. She getting ready to be worse than Pooch, because you know how Pooch had to run back for his shoes and his sweater. They're saying Amira isn't even packing her bag. She's that convinced that Terrence is getting ready to go home. It's going to be good tonight, y'all. It's going to be good tonight. At least Alyssa needs to be ejected. That was inappropriate touching, because let a man rub his hands down a woman's stomach like that. Fair for one, fair for all. That is inappropriate touching. Mm-hmm. Yep. Davion, you gonna miss it? Can you at least record it? Do you have Paramount Plus? Because tonight is gonna be a double blindside. We already know Amira is getting ready to get blindsided with the veto. But it seems like nobody is telling her she's going home. So she's getting ready to be blindsided at the eviction. It's going to be good TV. And Julie, we know Julie ain't going to get on her ass, but she going to be embarrassed enough. I might even turn the live feeds on. Y'all know I don't really watch the live feeds in real time, but I might even turn them on after eviction go off and switch on over to Paramount Plus, because this is going to be good TV tonight. It's going to be great television for us Big Brother fans. But what happened next? Let's get into Nicole. Let me go through the comments, then we're going to get into Nicole, because I might have to cuss a little bit. Oh my gosh, that fight got me so annoyed. It's one thing to see little clips on Twitter, and mind you, this fight wasn't on the live feeds because they cut the feeds. I'm assuming this is the fight where everybody was rumoring that Nicole got expelled for confronting Taylor. That it wasn't as hype as I thought, but we knew that was going to happen. But it's another thing to see it happen on TV. And hey, Angie, your makeup looks great. Thank you. But yeah, they definitely see Taylor as a number. What is ESP? I'm not good with the acronyms. I think that's especially Monty. He never liked her. Monty is the fakest of all of them. Like, Monty is the one I would never trust. Like, sir, we still remember how anti-Black you are. Just because you see a number in Taylor doesn't mean you like Taylor, and we forgot all the fuck shit you've done from week 1 to now. It took you 3 weeks to realize. Don't say that, Angie. Let me keep going, because I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something inappropriate. I might tune into the episode tonight. I'm telling you, if you ain't never tuned into an episode yet, this tonight is the one to tune into, especially if you're looking for some drama. Tonight is the episode to watch, because we already were on a cliffhanger. So they didn't even give us all the drama that we were supposed to get last night. If you don't watch it, turn on the Paramount Plus and watch it later. It's always the Nicoles. I know I can't stand that fucking friend zone. Daniel and Nicole can go, they can, and Joseph's growing on me more and more. I did like how Joseph, there was a clip of Joseph talking to Taylor, and he said, I don't even want to talk game. I want to learn about Taylor because no one has given you an opportunity. Now, mind you, I feel like all of this is on the backs of production getting in their ass. But I'm happy some of them are finally taking the warnings of productions, because people like Nicole, Daniel, Terrence, some of the oldest people in the house can't seem to get a clue. Now, I don't recall Joseph ever participating in it, but to me, everybody in that bathroom that let Daniel talk to that woman like that, it's a difference if you on the curb and these are strangers and you say, I ain't getting involved, that's their business. But you've been living with these people 24/7 for 3 weeks. Somebody, Michael, Joseph, I ain't expect shit from Terrence ass. Somebody, even Brittany, could have came in there and was like, you're wrong. Let's go ahead and get there. I'll come back to the comments in a second, I promise. Let's get to the conversation, because this is where the edit is fucked up. Because Nicole has already been telling everybody she gonna throw this veto. Okay, whatever. We know you hate Taylor. You plan on throwing the veto. But she come in the DR, and we all know, all of us who watch the live feeds or keep up with the live feeds know, she came in that house from the DR, because Big Brother production just told her, watch your fucking mouth. Because we all know she said she was going to kick Taylor's ass because she accidentally stepped on Alyssa's toe. And I wish it would have been Jasmine's toe. But anyway, let's move on. I'm about to drag Jasmine in a second. She going to get her dragging in a second. But anyway, so we know why Nicole came in the room crying. We know. The people in the house don't know. Everyone in the house believes that I guess Nicole's mother has cancer and she had it before the show even started. And they thought she might have got some bad news about her mother. That's why Taylor is in the living room saying, Monty, can you please pray? I forgot about Taylor having a moment talking about colorism. I appreciate her sharing her story. I don't think Monty understands, but at least he listened. And I appreciate them putting that moment into the episode. I ain't want to glance over that. But Taylor is such, and she also had a moment where it kind of sounds like she's an empath, where she feels other people's pain, because she was tearing up thinking that something was wrong with Nicole's mother. And everybody thought the same thing because nobody knows what really happened in that DR. So what I don't appreciate, CBS, is how dare you? Now, I know you can't, you would have to show the scene of Nicole saying, I'm going to kick her ass for us to understand why, the casuals to understand why she was crying. But how dare you make it seem like she was in there crying because she had to throw a veto? I hate to throw anything. I'm such a strong player. I hate to throw any competition. You really... Casuals, I hope y'all ain't fall for that. Y'all really think she is crying like that because she has to throw a veto? If you are that broken up over throwing a competition, just don't throw it. Hell, do like Jasmine did. Just pass out. Pass the fuck out. Twist your ankle and hop off the field. You know, anyway, because I can't wait to get into Jasmine and that pass out. But let me get to this conversation at hand. So, speed it along. As Nicole is finally allowing more people to come into the room and comfort her, Taylor comes in as her BB bestie, giving her understanding. Like, I know we're besties, but if you have to leave, I understand your mother comes first. Now, I know she ain't say her mama, but I feel like if Taylor would have said her mama, Nicole might have swung on her. That's how off kiltered Nicole is. But Taylor was just really coming from a loving, understanding place. Like, I feel for you. And then a part of that could go to speaking with under assumptions. Like, we all assumed it was about her mother, but we don't know what she was crying about for real. And maybe Taylor shouldn't assume, but hell, the whole house assumed. So I ain't gonna put that on her. And sometimes when people just don't like you, you could tell them good morning and they ready to fight. So what happened next? Taylor leaves the room and Nicole tells everyone she doesn't appreciate how Taylor talked to her. She was being passive aggressive, telling her to quit the game. And maybe Taylor could have said, you know, we prayed for your mom and we understand, you know, if something's going on your mom, you have to leave. So Nicole would have understood the context of where Taylor was coming from. But like I said, it wouldn't have, some people, it don't matter the context. If they don't like you, they don't like you. And Nicole seems like the type of person that was just looking for a reason. But what I don't understand is Daniel. We don't need you to be Captain Save him. Is it Captain Save him? We don't need that. If Nicole is a grown ass fucking woman, we don't need nobody fighting her battles. And that's clearly what you were doing. Taylor comes in the bathroom. I forgot why she came in there. Maybe because everybody was hanging out in there, eating her Lay's potato chips, minding her own fucking business. And Daniel was like, we had enough. And he was like, you've had enough. I forgot what he said. But Taylor was like, are these Lay's? That's a meme now. It's going all around, all over Twitter. It is hilarious. Taylor thinks Daniel is joking as he's cussing her ass out because they didn't play the cuss words on CBS. Oh, no. He was cussing her ass out. And so then everybody had to tell Taylor, like, he ain't joking with you. He's serious. Like, he wasn't playing. Can you imagine people treating her like this every day for 3 weeks straight? Because this ain't the first time that has happened. This scene, you know, we always say we want to jump through the TV. I wanted to jump through the TV only to be the one kind person to check them fools. Because I love a good checkization. You know, I love to just say some shit to people and say my piece and walk away. Like, I do like to argue a little bit. I do. I ain't gonna tell that lie. I like to argue a little bit, but I mostly like to say what the fuck I gotta say and walk on. I definitely would have cussed Daniel and Nicole out and walked the fuck on. Somebody, anybody, any one kind soul could have just said, Nicole, even Amira, all in the confessional. She ain't mean it like that. Why you couldn't say shit to your friend in her face? Like, hold up, Nicole, Daniel, it wasn't even like that. Y'all tripping. That shit was hard to watch. I definitely would have cussed Daniel out talking about, you're the one who calls Paloma to Spiral, and I'm not going to allow you to call Nicole to Spiral as well. Bitch, her chemical imbalance and lack of sleep caused her to fucking spiral. Nicole did her best. You know, she looked like a fucking crooked ass cop sitting in there with her sunglasses on, telling Taylor she's passive aggressive and you need to learn how to talk to people because what you say can come off. Did she say abrasive and whatever? I want to be on Big Brother. I really do. And I want these fools to try that shit on me. I really do. I really do. I want somebody to. Amira's going to lose it when Julie tells her about the leftovers. The leftovers are amazing because they're playing this shit off. They're lying in Amira's face. They're telling her that she has votes that she does not have. I cannot wait for Julie to do it as well. But you know what? Julie usually does. If it's a melanated person, Julie will sometimes make them seem a bigger fool than others because she could have gotten to Pooch's ass. Why did you call Taylor a fucking bitch, a mosquito? I ain't even gonna get into Alyssa calling her a roach because the disrespect that goes on in this house is crazy. Yeah, he has had the best HOH week because he's done what you're supposed to do with your HOH. You're supposed to get information and set yourself up for the rest of the game, or at least a couple of weeks, or at least to jury. Turner got the information. Everybody came to Turner, and it was Taylor. Then it was like, fuck it, it's Amira. He got the information. He found the group of people that wanted to work with him. He set his ass up for an alliance. And that damn pound might be rolling to the final four. At least Michael might take one of their places. But I can see these men, if they truly stick together, and men usually can stick together better than women, and that's sad. But if they could truly stick together, I could see them sitting at the final four. I don't know. They might get rid of Michael ass. He done won 3 vetoes in a row. Dr. Ivy, we all got to look at the live feeds. You better DVR it, Davion. If you don't have Paramount Plus, set up that DVR right now. It's going to be a good episode. Nicola's so dumb. She's having a breakdown on throwing a veto. But McGee, I already told you that's not the case. Yeah, we know the truth. That's what I said. That's what I said. These people hate Taylor so much for no reason that they don't even see the $750,000 at the end of the road. All they can see is Taylor has to go. That's all they can see. I ain't never hated nobody that much where I can't see $750,000. It ain't that much hate in the world, especially for some fucking a stranger. The rumor is they didn't show nearly the full extent of Daniel and Nicole's meltdown. I know they didn't. Because they said these people cussed her out. They couldn't have showed the full extent because Nicole had to be called back into the diary room, and the rumor was that she was getting expelled. She probably just got another talking to. So what happened between Nicole and Taylor definitely was not shown, because that's not an altercation. They said Nicole and Taylor had an altercation. I hope at some point, Taylor, you need to start cussing these folks out. I don't want you to put hands on nobody, but you need to start putting some people in their fucking place. It's one thing to be miscongenial, but it's another thing to let people walk and run all up over you. It's week 3, Taylor. These people don't like you. I need you to understand it, and I need you to act accordingly. Tell these bitches, fuck you too. Because, see, you trying to be nice and want to be their friend. I wouldn't be their fucking friend. Fuck you too. Do your best that's getting me out. Put me on the block. See if you got the vote. You know, I need some shit talking. Yeah, it's going to be a good episode. I can't wait. I already ordered my pizza. It'll be here in about 30 minutes. No, I was mad from the fight. Like, Daniel yelling was bad. It was good drama, but he didn't have to be that rude. He didn't have to say shit because Taylor ain't do nothing to him. You let this woman fight her own battles. And did y'all hear? Now Nicole is telling everybody she used to be a cop, and now they don't trust her. Kyle and Joseph are the MVPs of the week. What creating leftovers and backdooring the mirror was good. I think I think Joseph is the MVP of the week because he seems genuine. And I was going to say this many weeks ago, but I felt like I was talking too fast. They're going to fuck around and let Kyle win this game. They're going to mess around and let Kyle win the game because nobody is saying his name. Nobody. Then what got me even more annoyed is the fact that there were 4 people in the living room thinking the same thing as Taylor. Yes, Monty, all of them thing. Taylor tried to help Nicole, and all of them knew that, and no one said shit. I agree. Monty, I ain't expect too much from Monty. Monty don't really like Taylor, but another example of not protecting a Black woman. This woman is in here asking, has tears in her eyes, Monty, can you please pray for her mother? And then you couldn't even step in and say, hold up, Nicole, you got this wrong. If your friend can't check you, who can? But I never respected Monty. And again, this shit has been going on for 3 weeks. This is nothing new. It's nothing new for people to say whatever they got to say about Taylor and no one say or do anything. The leftovers are they have been bystanders for 3 weeks. They're the only ones who understand the message from production. The girls ain't got it. They get their lashings from production, but they keep being mean. The girls don't get it. And Daniel. To me, the leftovers are the only people that have picked up the message. But I'm not going to pretend like any of them are good people. No. Daniel's grown ass yelled at a woman to the point of making her cry when he leaves. The dragging better be hard. Did you all see that whoever is running Daniel's Twitter page has already made it private? The dragging has already begun. I don't too much drag people on Twitter. I'll say my shit, but I ain't. Look, From what I heard in the news, is that it's some new Elvis movie coming out, or it might already be out. I ain't no fan of Elvis. I live out here in Memphis. I still ain't no fan, and I ain't got no desire to watch it. But I heard in the news that all Elvis impersonations, you'll now be sued for like liable or something. They cancel all Elvis impersonations. Like nobody can impersonate Elvis because they want all the coins from the movie. They don't want anyone making any money off of Elvis's likeness. So it don't seem like, even before Big Brother, it didn't seem like he was getting no impersonating jobs. So I don't know how long they're going to have that ban, and I don't even know how true it is. That's just what I heard on the Twitter curbs. But forget Daniel. He don't even look like Elvis. He didn't seem like a good one anyway. If it was Jasmine's toe, she would have told the house Taylor punched her. Let's talk about Jasmine's dumbass. So we see what the veto competition is, and Nicole and Taylor, we already knew Nicole and Taylor, Michael and Brittany, Turner and Jasmine. So one partner has to pull the other partner to the top of this post where they have to create a puzzle. Whoever creates the puzzle first wins. That's the gist of it. Jasmine, mind you, they only going up. They ain't even going up a full ladder. Like, it wasn't like they was going up too high. Jasmine is afraid of heights. Something wrong with her. Her blood sugar low. I don't know. I'm getting ready to faint, y'all. I'm getting ready to faint. I'm getting ready to faint, y'all. I fainted. She's gone. I said, if you don't take this soap opera acting off of my TV screen, that woman ain't fainted. Good try, though, Jasmine. Good try. She gave me something to laugh at. I said, bitch, if you don't get your ass up. Now, I did tweet, and I was shady. My friend said I was fat phobic or whatever. I said, how am I be fat phobic and I'm fat myself? Who cares? I said, let's be honest. Turner wasn't getting ready to pull Jasmine ass up that tree. No way. I would have fainted too. You ain't gonna embarrass me on national TV, tugging and I can't. You ain't about to embarrass my ass on national TV. Let me go ahead and pass out too. Yeah, I can't do this. I'm scared. I was wrong, but I was telling the truth. I was telling the truth. You got the smallest guy in the house, and you telling me he getting ready to tug Jasmine, the biggest female in the house, up a tree with a string. I don't think so. I don't think so. 3/5 of the people who were talking with Taylor was in the bathroom, but nobody said anything. The people that were in the bathroom that you would think would say something, like the Michaels and the Britneys, they seem scary. The only one who should have said something that doesn't seem scary to me is Joseph. That's why I don't too much trust the leftovers. Taylor at the bottom of the leftovers. They could have said something, but they weren't. I don't trust Joseph and Kyle. Are the two that could have said something. They had a whole bunch of say in the HOH room. We don't appreciate bullying. We don't appreciate the girls hating Taylor. We ain't gonna tolerate this. Y'all been tolerating it for 3 weeks. That's why I ain't giving the leftovers too much. I'm only still rooting for Taylor. Only. Nicole gives me Thanksgiving vibes. Thanksgiving vibes. How are you the aggressor? Oh, okay. How are you the aggressor and acting out of your mind, but Taylor is the bully? I get what you're saying about Thanksgiving. How you the one who stole the country, but you scared of the people you stole it from? Right. How are you the one to steal me from my native country, enslave me, beat me, kill me, rape me, but now you scared of me? Now I'm aggressive. I got you with your Thanksgiving vibes. I got you, M. You right. Nicole is the cop that's gonna shoot and then say, I feared for my life. And wants to know, did she quit or was she kicked off the force? I would like to know that as well. It was just it was very disgusting to watch. It was very hard to watch, but it needed to be shown so that everyone is watching the same show. Because I'm tired of fussing with people who don't know anything about the live feeds, and they have no understanding of what's really going on with the game and why they don't understand the true story. So as bad as it was to watch, imagine how hard it is to live as Taylor in that house. But we need everyone to be on one accord. Everyone needs to be watching the same show. And Turner, you better not disappoint me. You better not do no fucked up shit, Turner, because I want to thank Turner. Don't make me take my words back, Turner. I want to thank him for putting the words that he said in his veto speech, because if Turner wouldn't have mentioned bullying in his veto renom speech, I don't think CBS would have shown any of this shit. But because he said it in his speech, they had to edit it for the people at home to know what the fuck he was talking about. Now, they done put it all on Nicole and Daniel, but trust me, people have been bullying Taylor since day one. Nicole going home next. Nicole or Daniel will be home next unless one of the other wins HOH. The only good thing about if Nicole or Daniel wins HOH next week, they have the votes to save Taylor. Because, like, say Daniel wins and he said, I'm going to throw Nicole and Taylor up there. Nicole going home. Fast. Quick, fast, in a hurry. When Nicole said, I'm a 41-year-old woman, I was yelling, then act like one because you childish. Yes. It's a lot of childish 40-year-olds. I know. Who said he wanted Taylor gone because she would tell them to clean? It's Captain Save a Hoe. What was I saying? Captain Save them? No, I don't know what I was saying, but y'all knew what I meant. Mm-hmm. She ate him up without trying. Imagine if she tried. She is so funny. I need to see that side of Taylor. That I need her to get fed up. That's between you and him. Like, she didn't put. She said it like that's between you and him. Like, she enjoyed watching a man curse out a woman. That's what she wanted to happen. Yeah, she put the battery in his back, and she didn't want to say nothing because she done just got cussed out by production. She done just got told by production. That's why she was in the room crying, and she want Daniel to now be the bully so she can just sit back and watch. You would have had to cancel me if I were allowed to argue with Daniel during that moment. I like to argue. I like to tell people about themselves. You wouldn't have had to cancel me because, see, I work in a very professional environment where you have to learn how to make your point clear and still keep your job. Especially as an African American, you definitely got to learn how to be clear and professional. I know how to cuss people out and make myself very plain and very clear and not even raise my voice or say a single curse word. I just like to cuss on here. I don't do that shit at work. I just like to do that here on YouTube. Daniel. But see, they know who to try. And I think they've learned since week one that Taylor isn't. They've been trying to say she aggressive. They've been trying to say she gonna get loud. She's gonna blow up. Taylor hasn't shown them any of that. They know who she is. They know she doesn't have that type of personality. That's why they keep digging. Because if she would have blown up, if she would have cussed one of them out, got aggressive, they would have bowed down. They would have backed up. But they know what they're doing because they know she's not going to fight back. They know she's going to sit in the room and cry because this is what her 4th, 5th time sitting in the room alone crying. This is just the first time America has seen it or seen the reason why, because they showed Taylor crying another time, but they didn't show the why. And they kept her spiked up against Taylor. No one tried to diffuse. I don't want to go back to Paloma. Taylor in the fight, though, when she thought he was joking, stop with the lays. Yes. Oh, you're taking me to finale night? Yes. That shit was hilarious. That shit was hilarious. Oh, you're taking me to... Don't talk to me until finale night. Oh, you're taking me to finale night? That shit made him more and more angry. Bitch, you ain't got to tell me but one time not to talk to you. Fuck you. Don't talk to me neither. Angie, calm down. I wouldn't make it. And that's why I understand Da'Vonne so much. The pressure of not being the angry Black woman, I don't think I could handle it. Because I sometimes, and my mama and my sister tell me all the time, I react without processing and thinking, you know, I could have said this nicer. I ain't have to go off like that. I would have just cussed him like, fuck you. Who are you for me to talk to? Don't talk to me neither. Like, ugh. I don't even like Paloma, but why are you using her name? If that was a serious topic, leave the girl alone. She don't even like, right? Paloma didn't even like you when she was in the house. They just want some. And did they tell everybody that Paloma had a mental breakdown? Or did they say she just had to go home? Because if you let CBS tell it, all she needed was a good nap and she would have been fine. She wasn't sleeping. It's Taylor's fault that Paloma wasn't sleeping. Taylor was the one keeping her up at night, talking to her. I hate people. I hate those people. If they were to try that with you, you be out there like the wall yeller. They know they hate it. Trust. I don't know. One, I don't think I'm not an empath like Taylor. Parts of Taylor I understand. I'm not an open upper. Like, if you throw me in a house with 16 strangers, I'm not the first one to open up and be all bubbly either. I'm going to be more reserved at first, fill everybody out, see who I vibe with, and gravitate to the people I vibe with. So that part of Taylor I understand. But you're not going to talk to me any kind of way, because I'm gonna give CBS a show. You ain't gonna have me crying. We're gonna have a house meeting. Bitch, apologize for what? Oh, Daniel would have known from the first time he nominated me how to talk to me. Bitch, you ain't gonna talk to me any kind of crazy. Apologize for what? And they probably would have voted my ass out. But anyway. You just don't know how it feels. I need Julie to read Daniel the way she read Arian from 15 and Jack from 21. Now that they've shown it, because she could have read Pooch, but they didn't show Pooch's nonsense. Now that they've shown what really went on between Nicole and Daniel Taylor situation, they shown that on television. Maybe Julie might bring it up. I don't know if she gonna tear them down though. I don't know if she'll tear them down. Right now, like Taylor, I would stand her if she cussed them out and put them in their places. That's just not her personality. But I need her to get there. I think Joseph's birthday is going to be the new Twitter Big Brother holiday because that's the day the game officially began. I heard they was mean to her on his birthday. Like I heard they included her, but then they turned around and made her clean the kitchen all by herself while they looked and laughed. I don't think I can say on YouTube what we call Monty on Twitter. You have to go to Twitter to see the name we give him. I probably shouldn't say it on Twitter either. Jasmine being medically cleared to compete but choosing not to seems unfair. She should go home if she's so hurt. Jasmine should just go home, period. How long does it take you to heal a sprained ankle? It is not broken. Christmas was broken. My son, y'all know he played all kind of football. He would sprain that fucking ankle. The trainer would tape that shit up, then tape that fucking cleat up, and he would be right on the field the same fucking game. The same game. If that trainer cleared you to participate, sprain, whatever, and they usually let them play with a sprain. You know, it got to be one of them high ankles or I can't walk type of sprains. Right back on the field. And even when I think he got a knee injury twice because he played left tackle, so they was always fucking up the knees. He was only sitting out for 2 weeks, and he would beg the doctor every week, am I good to play? You put some ice on it, you rest the shit, and you get back out there. You fell on a balloon. The ground was a balloon. How did you fuck up your ankle falling on a balloon? Cushion. I can't stand Jasmine. What do we have to do to get her to go? Why is she there? Yes, she fainted with her eyes open. How do you faint with your eyes open? I ain't never seen nobody faint with their eyes open. Now, mind you, only seen about 1 or 2 people faint, but their eyes wasn't open. Maybe it's a thing. I don't know. I haven't seen her in a boot. All I see is her naked ass foot and some gauze. It's gauze wrapped around her ankle. That I know as a football mom, treasurer of the Booster Club, I've seen all the injuries. She has gauze wrapped around her ankle. Did you see someone, I think Brittany, say to the camera that at first she thought Jasmine would win fan favorite because after 3 weeks with her, she no longer thinks so? I don't know where you ever thought Jasmine was going. I ain't never liked Jasmine. I ain't like Jasmine from the promo picture. Ugh. Christmas from BB19, but that was good too. Labor Day. That was a good. I got what you was going for. M. I knew. Hey, Charles. I didn't know. I'm slow in the comments. I didn't even know Charles was here. Hey, Charles. I ain't spoiling nothing. You could listen because he saw everything. I'm not spoiling anything for him today. I cannot wait to watch. With all Julie's talk about guys, she should read them properly. Dr. Ivy, I want to say something, but I don't know if I can. Julie will read certain people properly, but I don't think she will read them too properly. And I'm going to leave it at that. She might question them, but she's not going to read them properly. It's not my personality either, but I'll be damned if I let you disrespect me to my face repeatedly and don't say anything. I don't know who personality that is. I need Taylor to wake up. Hey, Stormy. I was slow going through the chat. I didn't even know y'all was in here. You ready for the blindside butter beans? I don't pay that much attention to Jasmine. Did Jasmine say blindside butter beans? on the show at some time because everybody on Twitter is posting pictures of Butterbeans and Jasmine saying blindside Butterbeans. And I don't know where that came from. But yes, yes. I can't wait for the blindside. I have my blindside Domino's. I ordered me a pizza and I can't wait. I can't wait. Jasmine is faking the severity of her injury and that accent. You saw when she was fainting, she wasn't country in her faint. She didn't have nan accent when she was, I'm fainting. I'm gone. I fainted. I hate her. I really do. I dislike Jasmine. Mm-mm. Yeah, she was. Is that why she fainted with her eyes open? Because she didn't want to blink. Jasmine a whole life and will only stay because they know they can beat her with Terrence. It's gonna be Jasmine and Terrence in the final three. Whoever goes to the final three with Jasmine and Terrence wins. Because why would you vote them out? Why would you vote them out? Terrence isn't paying attention to the game. At the end of the Jasmine, she might be smart. I don't know. She acting dumb, but she might be smart. Somebody says Jasmine's husband, she revealed to somebody that he worked for a Fortune 500 and that she revealed that people are starting to tell people the truth about their lives. So they might get Jasmine up and out there. I heard they're kind of jealous because they think Jasmine has money. And Kyle, because Amira, I guess a while back told Kyle that she works at Google and makes like $3,000 a year. That explains it for her to be traveling and working in every country in the world. You got to have money for that. But now they wanted Amira out, period. But now they really want Amira out because she has the money. She don't need the money. Like, these people are so dumb. If you come in the show lying about your occupation, don't tell nobody the truth. Not even your number one. You lie to the end of the show. At the reunion, you tell everybody I make $300K. That's when you lie. That's when you tell the truth. You don't get in here and start hee and ha with people and then thinking you gonna tell the bus driver you make $300K and he gonna want to be your in your alliance. Bitch, you going home. This man drives a bus. I was gonna say fool. He is a fool. This fool drives a bus. And Terrence finally figures out, or Nicole tells Terrence that she's a cop, and now Terrence don't like Nicole no more. I don't trust that she a cop. Sir, you're acting so anti-black. I would think you would love cops. You seem like you the one snitching to him the way as anti-black as you're acting, Terrence. Stop it. Oh, their eyes were open. Okay, Koki. The two people I saw faint, their eyes was closed. Now maybe their asses was faking. But Jasmine's ass was faking. I don't care what nobody say. That bitch ain't faint. She ain't want nobody to make a fool of her. It was going to be a bigger meme. Can you imagine the meme if Turner would have had to try to pull Jasmine up that rope? That's why Turner was so understanding. He wasn't trying to throw his back out, no way. I understand Jasmine can't compete. And it's all right, girl, it's all right. Yeah, because you wasn't ready to throw your hip and back out either. Stop it. But okay, people faint with their eyes open. What else happened? Okay, at the end of the episode, we see the leftovers. I'm a mess, y'all, I know. A mess. We see the leftovers come together, and that's how they end the episode, where I think they go grab Brittany, Michael, and Taylor. We didn't see all of it because if you kept up with the live feeds, not only did they bring Taylor in, but they spilled all the tea. They told Taylor all the bad stuff people were saying about her, especially Nicole. You know, they told everybody everything. They pretty much the tea that they knew, they told Taylor all the bad shit people were talking about her. And so kind of bringing Taylor in, I'm happy. I'm happy Taylor's in the alliance. I'm happy Taylor named the alliance the Leftovers. I kind of like that name. Yeah, I like the name the Leftovers. It's cute. It's cute. I hope Brittany don't fuck it up. That's number one. Brittany talk too much. Brittany, you better not fuck up the Leftovers. You better not fuck it up. But over that, I need Michael, Brittany, and Taylor to know they're at the bottom of the Leftovers and they need to get out. Go ahead and send Monty home. I still don't like Monty. Go ahead and send Monty home. Maybe send Kyle home. And then you scoop in and keep Turner and Joseph. And that way you all have the majority of the Leftovers. But don't send them home yet. Go ahead and get a couple of the girls out. And then let the Leftovers be what it is. Taylor, you got to start winning some shit, Taylor. You got to start winning. I think you got Terrence wrong on everything else. Like what? What I say wrong about Terrence? Because see, Isabella, I hope you're a live feed watcher. If you were watching the same feeds I'm watching, you would know Terrence ain't shit. Does he not drive buses? Did I get that wrong? Does he drive the train? I just know CTA. Because I don't know what I got wrong about Terrence. Please tell me. Or were you being funny because you put an LOL in there? I don't know. I'm going to move on. That part. Hey, Kamisha. That part, Angie. Terrence nor Amira have been on cold all season. They both could go home. I wish since we playing besties, the whole bestie group could go home. Just go ahead and put Terrence back on his bus, and let's hope Amira still got her job at Google. I don't know. I don't know how much Google watched Big Brother, and if she the damn diversity person, she might be the person deciding if she could keep her job or not. I don't know. Did you hear Amira saying she understood why? Yes, I did. We gonna see all that shit tonight. That's a part of the live feeds that they didn't show because that happened after the veto. So that's hopefully they'll show that. They probably won't. But yes, I heard Amira say that she feels like they're targeting her because she's Black. Girl, you ain't been Black all show, remember? You said you weren't Black. This is why I don't like people. Who was supposed to go home tonight? I hope Terrence. Charles, you about to get a blindside. Because Amira is one of the only people playing. That's why Amira's going home tonight. It's going to be a blindside. Because they're thinking, the house is thinking Taylor and Nicole getting ready to go on the block. That's the cliffhanger. Amira getting ready to go on the block. Us live feeders know. We know Amira getting ready to go on the block. And Amira is the target. And the word on the Twitter curb is that Amira isn't even packing her bags. She ain't got a sock in a bag because she thinks she has the votes to stay. That's going to be blindside because she going home. Now, unless they blindsided me, I hope I'm not getting. I don't care if Terrence or Amira go home. I feel like go ahead and get Amira up out the house. It's a waste to get Terrence out of the house. He can't even beat the ankle. The ankle. I like the alliance, but I don't want that to be the 7. I say stick to jury and vote vote Monty ass out. And Turner can stay. Vote Kyle ass out. If you let Kyle go too far, he gonna win. And then get the girls like Jasmine and Alyssa. Yeah. Jasmine gonna be scooting her ass to that final 2 chair. Yes, like the video. Terrence ain't about nothing. Nope, a waste of space. Does Terrence even understand the game? Thank you, Kamisha. That's why I love Kamisha. Not only is she a good friend, a good mentor, she wants to see me grow. And I appreciate that. And I love talking Big Brother. Yes, go ahead and like the video, hit subscribe. I can't tell. I did make Charles and Kamisha, and I think I made Davion moderators. I can't tell because when I'm watching a live, I can tell who the moderator is because their name is blue. But as I'm doing the live, I don't see anyone's name in blue. So I don't know. But I hope you all are still moderators. I'm going to get StreamYard down one day, y'all. I'm going to have it down. I've seen his sorry ass on the live feeds. I know you have, Dr. Ivy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just did a Love Island recap. I hope Zeta doesn't go home tonight, but we'll discuss that tomorrow. It's the ganging up on one person for no reason for me and then blaming her for Paloma going home. The Elvis wannabe can exit stage left. He sure can. He sure can. I already dragged Daniel a little bit. I ain't gonna go back, but I hope he goes home next because that was uncalled for. I'm not gonna allow you to let Nicole spiral next. That bitch been spiraled. She was spiraling when she came in from the. She was spiraling when she said she wanted to kick somebody's ass for accidentally Alyssa's foot. And like I said, she should have stepped on Jasmine's toe. But she didn't understand why the cookout existed when the entire house was bullying and targeting Black. Well, see, they didn't already say, and I don't understand their logic. I really think Amira and Jasmine are idiots because they said Taylor wasn't even Black. Terrence said it too. She ain't even Black. What is she then? This is why I hate them. And hate is a strong word. But it's always convenient because people, and we say it about the white artists all the time. No offense to the white people in the chat, but they want to come over, sing all the R&B, be the rapper, get all in the trap. You know, they do all the good rapping, all the good singing. They do all the good appropriating. And then when they're done, they make all their money. Let's go back to being regular old white people. We don't care nothing about them no more. I don't like people like that. I don't like people who want to not be Black or whatever their race is for the convenience. But then as soon as you hit a struggle, and it ain't even, we ain't even gonna pretend like that's a struggle. We already know why Mira on the block. But as soon as you hit a struggle, oh, now you understand. Charles, I wasn't saying you were blindsided. I've been saying that all episode. We all get in the blindside. I'm saying that because they didn't show us the blindside last night. So we got to wait tonight to see the blindside. We all going to get to see it. Now, I hope I don't get blindsided and Terrence goes home. If Terrence go home, then I'm going to get blindsided. But if Amira goes home, I'm turning them live feeds on. And y'all know I don't really turn them on too much, but I'm turning the live feeds on if Amira goes home because you think the house went to chaos just because she went on the block. It's going to be very chaotic once she goes home. I wonder if they'll bring Amira. What are the rules? Do they do that? Like if you so big and bad, you refuse to pack up your stuff, do they mail it to you? Or is it like, well, bitch, it's our stuff now. You should have took it on your way out the door. Because that's what Taylor said. She was like, oh, if I get evicted, you all could wear my dresses. It's okay. So is it their clothes now? Bitch got $300K a year. She can afford some new clothes. So I don't know. Because when there's a double eviction, they will pack up your stuff and give it to you. But I feel like if you just playing big and bad and refusing to pack up your stuff, You like old girl from Destiny Child, you can fly home with no bags. We can get you your bags. You know. That's gonna be funny. Oh, I can't wait for tonight. How much longer we got? We got 54 minutes into showtime. 54 minutes. I'm not gonna keep y'all on here for 54 minutes. I'm gonna read these last few comments and then I'm going to rest my voice because I will be yelling at the TV like I always do, and I will be tweeting. I might even have to watch this commercials and all because somebody gonna ruin it for me, and it's probably gonna be Charles. I'm calling him out on the live. It's probably gonna be Charles texting me away, and I like to be a good 15 minutes delay so I could fast forward, but it's okay. I'm gonna watch it live tonight because I want to know everything and I want to tweet in live time. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time on TV and on Twitter. Go ahead and follow Kiss My Cheeks TV on Twitter. I have a good time over there. It's going to be a 6-5 vote, and I'm living for it. I heard it was going to be tighter than that. I heard it was going to be 8-3. It's not going to be unanimous. So, although, to be fair, watching this challenge season, clearly the Cookout don't really have any loyalty to each other. Koki, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best not to discuss the Challenge USA. I'm saving all of my Challenge USA shade for tomorrow. You know it go down on Ostella 7 p.m. Central every Friday night. And I'm going to have my good drink. I might even make a strong drink. Forget that Stella Rose. I might make me a drink. And we're going to have a good time with the Challenge USA tomorrow night. Yes. But I agree with you, Koki. I do. But I'm going to save all my shade for tomorrow. What they trying to justify their own internalized racism and anti-blackness? Yes, they are. It's tomfoolery. Yes. I'm going to start saying tomfoolery and disgusting. I agree. And shameful. You know, the Twitter curd be saying anything. This lady truly cannot be the diversity executive at Google. Cannot. I refuse to believe the Twitter curb on this. I agree. If you're new, go ahead and hit subscribe. It's going to be a great season of Big Brother. I'm off of the cancellation page because my girl Taylor has a footing in the game a little bit. So I'm going to continue to watch and review. And if you don't like Big Brother, I do the Challenge, Survivor, Love Island. Ready to Love, getting ready to start tomorrow night along with Bell Collective. It's something you all will want to see me talk about. I'm sure. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Coca, you want me to say something. I know you do. All I'm going to say is Xavier learned an important lesson yesterday, and I'll leave it at that. All I remember, Xavier said, I'm rich and y'all broke. I know what you mean, Koki. That's why I said the challenge has me feeling a little bit like this and a little bit like that. But I love when Xavier said, I'm rich and y'all broke. Like, have fun on the USA. Go back to my 750,000. But anyway, I agree with you, Koki. I'm going to shade everyone tomorrow night. Everybody can get it tomorrow night because the challenge was another great episode. So we will discuss that tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central. I haven't heard my pizza come to the door yet. So I'm about to go downstairs and wait on my delivery and then get my drinks together and get my blanket together. I might take my work clothes off, put on my good, comfortable house pajamas, and get comfortable for the main event, which is the veto ceremony and the eviction, which I titled The Blindside, because we're going to see 2 blindsides tonight, and I can't wait. And I hope you all like this video. Share If you're on the rewatch, I know you're going to have a good time in the comments. We have a good time in the comments. If you rewatch and leave your comment, and we'll have fun from there. And if it's your first time with your girl Angie, hit subscribe. So I came on early because I wanted you all. We wanted to talk about it real quick, but we don't want to miss a second of the main event. A second. So you said Xavier ain't learned nothing. You ain't got to learn too much when you got 750,000. You ain't got to learn too much. And I did listen to a little. Alyssa got on my nerve because she was saying pretty much the same thing. But I did listen to Davon and Devin, the podcast. I got some stuff to say. Alyssa explained herself. I got some stuff to say. I'm going to save it all for tomorrow. I'm going to save it all. Y'all want to drag Xavier, I know. That was funny what Xavier said, but did he learn a lesson? You ain't got to learn a lesson when you got 750K. You ain't got to learn nothing. Y'all need a lesson. You need me to teach you how to win some money. But I understand what y'all saying. I'm going to drag Xavier a little bit, but then I'm going to drag Alyssa too. So they both going to get dragged tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central. Kiss My Cheeks TV. I need to watch it, but all I got to say is Alyssa and Colin are fools. But Shan and Xavier got Tiffany. That part. Y'all save the shade for tomorrow. We got to have some good reads for tomorrow. You haven't listened to the podcast yet. I could save you, because I only listened to about 30 minutes of it. I could save you 30 minutes of your life. Alyssa ain't say much or nothing. After you listen to the first 10 minutes, all Alyssa gonna do is say the same thing over and over again for the next 20, and that's when I turned it off. Now, if I missed something after that, oh well, you should have kept my attention. But listen to the first 10. Alyssa gonna explain herself. You might agree, you might disagree. I understand her a little bit better. She's still getting dragged, but I understand. And then turn the shit off. Don't waste the hour of your life. It wasn't that good. And why are we talking to Alyssa anyway? Xavier the one that went home. They should have been interviewing Xavier. David got a confessional. I don't recall, but I remember Kiki being on. I love Danny shouting out his wife, Kiki. Kiki is on the show every week. Every week. James, how you doing? Jasmine is faking. We've been dragged Jasmine and read her. I even did a whole reenactment of the fainting. So thank you for coming on, James. But I agree, Jasmine was faking. But we're all getting ready to grab our snacks, because one thing people know about me is I talk too much, and I get on here talking until the show come on. And I don't need to do that. I need to prepare for the main event. I need to go get comfortable and get my snacks. And you all need to do the same. Go ahead, get your Twitter ready, get your chargers on your phone, get your phone charged up so we can get to tweeting and having a good time. So I love you all. I love you all. I'm not even gonna. I love your chats. I love your comments, but I know I talk too much, so I have to give you all the smooches now and let y'all go so we can get to the event tonight. Y'all have a good one. Thank you for your love and support. Again, I'll see you tomorrow night for Ostella, where we will talk about the Challenge USA, and we're going to talk about Big Brother, what the blind side. So I will see you all tomorrow at 7. Oh, and on Twitter, I know my girl Kamisha gonna have a spaces sometime tonight. If not Tamisha, what's her name? Sheena. Somebody gonna have a Twitter spaces, and you'll probably catch a girl on Twitter tonight talking about the show too. So come over to Twitter later if you can't wait till tomorrow at 7. All right, see y'all later. Bye.